choices, choices, and more choices. Where do we go from here? Welcome back to 200 Days in Survival Minecraft Mining Dimensions. And we have a lot to get done. We didn't get quite as much done in the first 100 days as I had been hoping and as I had been expecting. And so we've got a lot more that we need to get done in these 200 days. We need a somewhat working experience farm. And we need some better armor and tools. We need to get some enchantments, which means we really need to work on an armor farm or an experience farm. With that being said, let's head back to base and get started. And there we go. Everything is put away. I'm gonna grab something first. So this one is great, but it is missing one that we need. We have used this one, so we're gonna go ahead and drop it on here. Why do we need Silk Touch? Well, that's an easy one. So we have Vanilla Tweaks, the mod, not the resource pack. I mean, I do have that one too, but specifically the mod in this case. And it enables you, if you have Silk Touch on a pickaxe or a hammer, or if you are using Silk Touch, you can mine up the spawners and actually get the spawners into your inventory rather than them just breaking and drop to 15 levels. Which is going to be helpful because then we can move, rather than making our mob farm down here surrounding this spawner, we can build the mob farm and then place the spawner around it. And it is as simple as that. Let's go ahead and drop some lights real quick so that we don't come down and find it infested with a whole bunch of mobs later on. But see, right there we have a skeleton spawner. And with those NBT tags that Minecraft adds in, it will keep your spawners separate, so you can have a blaze spawner and a zombie spawner and all that kind of spawners next to each other in your inventory, and they aren't going to merge and you set it down into pig like when you usually get a spawner in creative. So that is nice, and it does enable us to be able to do a couple of fun things with our experience farm. And we are going to go ahead and head on up here towards the side of the mountain because we are going to build our experience farm up and over here. once we got to a certain point, I realized we were missing something. So it was time to go exploring. And we found it pretty quick. We needed ice. And it didn't take very long to get as much as we needed. After getting all the ice we needed, it was time to jump back to the experience farm. Day 111 dawned. It was time to start working. We had our levels up, which meant it was time to start working on an enchantment setup. But first, we needed some books. All the stuff needed to make an enchantment setup. We had a few. We had some paper. But rather than using up our supply or building a sugarcane farm, which I wasn't wanting to do quite yet, we were going to do some visiting first. After we reset our render distance. It helps the rates at the experience farm. If nothing else. Stop by and gather up this sugarcane real quick. And we are going exploring. There is a town up here. Don't really want to call it a village, but it is one of the data packs I have installed is expanded villages or reworked villages, one of the two. Choice theorems overhauled villages. And that gives us a little bit of a different adventure through a village that we can explore. We've got another one over there by the swamp showing up on our world map. That is also going to be that, but we are headed to this one over here. And again, that is Sarah's world map if anyone is looking to get that. We have the mini map up in the corner, but again, it's a mini map. It doesn't show absolutely everything. Are we headed in the right direction? I'm a bit too far over. Okay. But having played with them before, if anybody's checked out the original 100 Days video that I posted, you'll see it. The villages that we ran into in that world were among this data packs list. So, won't be completely new, but should be new-ish. We should run into a few chests over here too, with it being new terrain over here. See, we've got one over here. But our focus is not chests, our focus is bookcases at the moment. And we should be able to get quite a few of them over here. Now, I'm not going to loot the entire village. Actually, if plans pan out, I'll actually probably be taking the entire village down. Because I've got a super big mega build. Well, mega build as in many buildings. Planning to go over here. But having this town village over here causes issues with that. But it may work. I just think they're a little too close. And here we are. Like I said, we won't be doing a full looting of this village. I'm just here to collect all of the books and that kind of stuff that they have scattered around. I'm not going to leave the emeralds either. Pillagers. Oh, I know the castle now. That's why it looks so familiar. I'm like, I don't remember a village or a one of those in these villages. That's usually Terra Length, but that's because in one of my other data packs, Explore the World. Explore the World. You have the options for all of these different structures to form, and we've explored some of them. The ruined cathedral that is over by the spruce forest that we've got, the ruined church that we have over. I think that is what honestly makes the mimics so hard, is because they come at you from like every angle. But the Explore the World data pack is the one that is one of an additional structure pack that I did add. But it adds a couple of big base structures like this that can be fun to loot, but you also meet some mobs and enemies that aren't traditional to the game, or in different ways, such as the Pillager Forest or the Pillager Castle like that. And we are back at base. We got the books we needed, which is the reason I was there in the first place. The books we needed, it was time to build our enchanting setup. And there we go. think I need the 2 on the edges actually. 15 and 16. There we go. And after lots of rerolls and enchantments, we would eventually get what we needed for all of our tools. And with that, the first step on the road to our goal was finished. It was time to move on to the second. But we'll learn more about that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and have a great and wonderful Minecraft day. Please like and subscribe.